Hello, my name is Paul Bilanzic, and I am here to do the VLA Player Spotlight. And my current job is I am an attorney at our family's law firm, Bilanzic Law, in the South Suburbs. How do you balance the demands of school or work with your commitment to volleyball, and what strategies have you found effective? Well, planning ahead, like months before the due date. The same way I prepped for the bar exam is how I prep for the Central and VLA Cups. Typically, if there is an event, I'm prepping 6 to 8 weeks in advance. Staying flexible in my mindset and approach, my week-to-week regimen is structured totally different. At this point in my career, I'm so in sync with my body and what I'm able to do. I'm able to fairly analyze what part of the game I need to work on. One day it's weight training, one day it's hot yoga, one day it's film, one day it's practice, one day it's a game, one day meal prep, and one day of rest. Because I effectively plan so far out, my ability to perform on game day is greater. I try to be honest with myself every Sunday as I plan my weekly to-do list for both volleyball and work. If I take the time to write it down and look at it every day, I'm more likely to get it done. So planning to perform is as important as the performance itself. Describe the bond you share with your teammates and how that camaraderie contributes to the success of your volleyball team. So with Sweed, there is a certain unspoken respect that we share amongst ourselves. There are a group of 6 to 8 of us Sweeties that have played together for about 3 years now. I think when you see the same group of guys come back year after year to fight the same battles with you on the court side by side, taking the time away from their girlfriends, family, jobs, that says a lot about the character they have. Our team spirit and camaraderie is based off of the mutual respect that we have for one another. Reflect on a challenging moment in your volleyball career and discuss how you overcame the adversity to become a stronger player. After my sophomore season of high school, I definitely wanted to quit volleyball forever. My coach and I did not see eye to eye. I was the 4th middle out of 4 middles in the rotation to play, and that was when I was 6'8". In the offseason, 2 of the upperclassmen talked me into trying out for varsity. They needed my height on the team. Credit those teammates and also Coach Harry, who was the head varsity coach at Andrew, who took the time to train me properly in the off season that year. We did after school workouts, open gyms together until I eventually regained my confidence to try out for the varsity team. In my senior season, I flourished. I earned a spot on the Illinois All-State team and subsequently a scholarship to Park University. Moral of the story is, if you're unhappy in your life or in volleyball, put yourself in a position to be around others who are passionate. People who play often, play intelligently, and have connections to better games and better players. It's a team sport after all. So be friendly, be coachable, and be willing to say yes to help and advice from coaches and more veteran players. In what ways has participating in volleyball positively impacted your physical and mental well-being? Volleyball challenges me to be the best, which doesn't stop when I leave the court. It carries over into my everyday life. Volleyball and just sports in general imprints a strong mindset in us at a young age. When I was studying for the bar exam to become a lawyer, and when I study for a VLA opponent, I use the same strategies and internal motivation tools. Make no mistake about it, just like in law school, there is also a homework element to this game too, which is film. A professional athlete should not only be training his athletic abilities, but also his intelligence. The best players develop both simultaneously. They go hand in hand. Playing volleyball has put me in situations where I had to learn to be strong enough to be able to think under pressure while uncomfortable, tired, lacking of food or water. I believe these repeated tests of fighting through fatigue and mental pressure to achieve some of the things that I have been a part of will be forever ingrained inside of me. My overall confidence level has greatly surpassed those of others my age because of it. I am grateful for the challenges that I have been able to overcome, which has brought me to this point in my volleyball career. To have the opportunity to lead the Sweed Tier 1 team. Share your thoughts on the role of discipline and perseverance in achieving long-term success in the sport of volleyball. Discipline. Well, if you don't have it, you better get it. Coaches ingrain in us at a young age to come to practice on time, ready to work, and with a team spirit attitude. The game will test your dedication to it. What are you willing to do to beat your opponent? Be disciplined enough to set and achieve off-season training goals, attend and give max effort at all practices throughout the season, and be critical enough of your analysis and your film study to develop your weaknesses. Then you will succeed. Perseverance and winning go hand in hand to me. At what cost are you willing to sacrifice your time, your health, and your body to accomplish a goal over a period of time? In other words, to me, perseverance in sports is exemplified at its highest level through championships. I'll never forget winning 2 in college. There are no shortcuts in sports. The reason we were able to accomplish winning 2 NAIA championships was because our coach had us believing from day one of each school year that there was no acceptable end to the season other than winning a national championship. I cannot tell you how many times throughout the season we were punished for not meeting that standard of excellence. We persevered as a team together, though. Got my 2 rings to prove it. What has the opportunity to play in the VLA meant for you and your volleyball career? Well, it gives young men a place to grow as young men. Along the way, I've made so many lifelong friends and have benefited from the mentoring from the guys that I respected. Volleyball has provided additional structure and meaning to my life beyond advocating as a lawyer. Using the tips and tricks that I have been able to gather from my mentors, combined with my own prior volleyball experiences, at this point in my career, I've stepped into a leadership role with Sweed these last 2 seasons. Sharing my advice and passion for the game and just hanging around with the younger guys is something I really enjoy. It should be mentioned that just having organized professional volleyball is an amazing accomplishment for this country. I still remember a time not too long ago when it wasn't like that. The VLA is an amazing league because it is organically grown. You can definitely trust the people around here. All of my teammates are Chicagoland local. It feels good to be playing in a place like this. End of interview. Thank you very much.